Once upon a time, there was a young man named Benjamin, or simply Ben as his friends liked to call him. He was 25 years old, with a stable family that always supported him. Ever since school, everyone knew Ben was different, intelligent, creative, and full of potential to achieve whatever he wanted. But there was a problem. Despite all that intelligence, Ben struggled to handle the responsibilities of adult life. He felt trapped in a cycle of procrastination, social media, and anxiety. How many times have you felt this too? That feeling that you could be doing so much more, but something invisible keeps pulling you back. That was exactly how Ben felt. Every single day, Ben would spend hours scrolling on his phone. Social media, short videos, random news. With each passing day, he noticed his mental energy fading away. The hours slipped by, yet nothing truly productive was happening. At work, he did only the bare minimum to avoid getting fired. He couldn't focus, couldn't stay organized, and when he came home, the routine was almost always the same: fast food, soda, TV shows, and more social media. Inside, Ben felt empty. He knew he was smart, with abilities far above average, but he couldn't see any reflection of that in his professional or personal life. Success seemed like a distant dream. At night, when he laid down in bed, the weight of anxiety crushed him, and one question echoed in his mind: is this really all life has for me? Ben's family had always been Christian. His parents went to church regularly, spoke about Jesus, and taught him the importance of faith. But in recent years, Ben had completely drifted away. He believed in God, but lived as if he didn't. The truth is, he tried to fill the emptiness in his soul with distractions, social media, junk food, and modern habits, but nothing satisfied him, and that emptiness only grew stronger. One day, during a casual conversation, a close friend noticed Ben's struggle. This friend, a firm believer in Christ, looked him in the eyes and said something simple yet powerful. "Ben, have you ever thought that maybe what's missing in your life is God at the center of it?" Ben smiled awkwardly and tried to change the subject, but those words stayed in his mind, echoing like a whisper he couldn't ignore. In the following days, he couldn't stop thinking about it. Maybe what's missing in my life is God at the center. And for the first time in many years, Ben felt curious. What if that was the truth? That weekend, Ben made a decision. He would give his faith another chance. On Sunday, he woke up early and went to church with his family, and there, something inside him broke. He realized he had been trying to live on his own strength, but he was losing the battle. When he heard the message about hope, prayer, and purpose, Ben quietly cried. He knew he needed a radical change. On Monday morning, Ben did something he never imagined. He set his alarm clock for 5 a.m. When the alarm went off, every part of him wanted to stay in bed. But he remembered the service, remembered the emptiness, and decided to try. He sat on the edge of the bed, closed his eyes, and began to pray. At first, his words were simple, almost timid. "God, I don't know where to start, but I want to change. I need you." Day after day, that prayer grew stronger. The silence of dawn became his moment of encounter with God, and the peace he felt in those minutes was unlike anything he had ever experienced before. Inspired by this new discipline, Ben started to change other areas of his life. He decided to go for a walk every morning after prayer. At first, just 15 minutes, then half an hour. Soon he was running several miles. His diet also improved. Fast food and soda were replaced by healthier, lighter meals. Each small victory gave him more energy, and something surprising began to happen. His mind became clearer. His anxiety started to fade. He felt more energized, more focused, and more productive. At work, the transformation was undeniable. Before, Ben was seen as just another average employee. Now his colleagues and managers noticed his new energy. He delivered tasks on time, brought creative ideas, and showed natural leadership. It didn't take long for the reward to come, a promotion. Ben took on more responsibilities, and unlike before, now he felt capable of handling them. But even more important than the promotion was the sense of purpose that was reborn in his heart. One morning, after weeks of this new routine, Ben was once again praying at 5 a.m. The room was silent, and outside the first rays of the sun were shining. And suddenly, he realized something profound. It wasn't just the new habits that changed my life. It was God who gave me the strength to continue. It was Him who taught me to say no to artificial distractions and yes to what truly matters. Ben understood that prayer was not just a practice, but a direct bridge to inner peace and true transformation. He cried again, but this time they were tears of gratitude. Benjamin was no longer the same. The young man, once lost in social media, now used technology with purpose. The one who lived in anxiety now walked with calm and confidence. The one who had run away from faith now woke up early every day to pray and seek God's presence. His family noticed, his friends saw it, and when he looked in the mirror, he saw a new man. Ben had discovered that true victory does not lie in external achievements, but in placing God at the center of life. The sun was setting on the horizon. Birds flew back to their nests. Benjamin walked peacefully, remembering how everything had changed. He understood that life is not about chasing after temporary distractions, but about finding purpose in something eternal. And for him, that purpose had a name: Jesus Christ. If this story touched your heart, remember, change can begin today with a single step. A prayer, a gesture of faith, a decision to put God at the center of your life. If you believe this message can inspire others, leave a like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for staying with us until the end. We'll see you in the next story with new reflections and new lessons for life. Until then, stay strong, stay faithful, and stay in peace.